Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to this wonderful save. Let's see what we can figure out here as we play our next game against, what is this, Tainan City, Taiwan Steel Group. So we're at home here against Tainan City, and hopefully we can get a little win here. If we can win this match, then we're going to propel ourselves out of last place. Very similar looking squad to what we had last time with a couple of differences. Chen Shun, who's not really a wing back on the left side, is going to play wing back left. And then we're going to skip the formalities. We're going to go straight to Manu Gong here on the wing back right side. The rest of this team is for the most part the same. This is sort of the number one team, the team that I've designed to come in here and to play this tactic. So let's see what we can figure out. And we'll go up here straight to this match. You know, not a lot of pressure on us, of course. We just don't want to lose. We want to win. And if we can win this match, then we're doing well. Look at how big our stadium is. I mean, this is an absolutely gigantic stadium. And there's nobody here. I mean, there's nobody here. Have you seen even one person in the crowd? I mean, maybe is this something up here? I can't even tell. I don't think that we have anybody actually in attendance today, which doesn't bode very well. But then again, we're a last place team playing in Taiwan. So there you have it. It would be nice if we could win. It would always be nice to have some sort of crowd watching us win, but absent that, we'll go ahead and we'll just play by ourselves. And of course, they kick off as the road team. And let's see what we can do. We're not trying to win the league or anything. We would just like to not be relegated. And Mugunda is called there for the foul right to begin things. And he will not have a card. And this is going to be a free kick. Are they going to show it to us? Yes, they will. And then that's the end of that highlight. Here's another free kick there for Tainan. And this is lumped over, and it's Katata who ends up grabbing that one out of the air. Really not much of a sweat for him to do that. He just sort of hops up, grabs it, and he throws it over to Sam. Sam with it finds Menugong over to Limao, over to Mugunda. Mugunda passes it down to Lingwanda. Lingwanda, that was a crossing pass, and unfortunately our striker was offside. Lingwanda is always thinking attack, and it just didn't quite work that time. Sam with it over to Menugong again, over to Mugunda. Back to Menugong, and this is why I like having him on that side. Look at him go up there. And he passed over to Chushu, way over to Mugunda again, back to Xie Penglun. And it's over to Lingwanda, and he's got to, there is the crossing pass there to, it's going to be Emmanuel Mugunda. He gets his third goal of the season. So he had two of those penalties in the last match, and today he's got a old-fashioned goal here, and we're up 1-0. We haven't even played for 5 minutes. We're up 1-0. Chen Shun with the excellent pass. Mugunda has nobody actually covering him, and that's the way that it goes. We're up 1-0, and it could happen. It could happen, guys. Maybe we will get this turned around and have that mid-table finish we've been looking for. 10 minutes here into this match. We haven't given up a goal yet, which is always a good sign. And there is a free kick followed by another kick by them into our penalty area, and it ends up with a bunch of nothing. And we're able to get it out. You'll notice that we seem to be playing with a little bit more attention, a little bit more drive than these other teams. Shoot your way now, passes it back to Katata. Katata over to Chuedren, back to Katata. Over to Xie Penglong, over to Chen Shun. Mr. Shu over to Fenelus. Fenelus grabs that one, and he passes back to Menugong. Wasn't much of a pass to him, and there's that header in there from Lingwanda, and he comes very, very close to scoring the goal. So Lingwanda has been an absolute breath of fresh air for us. Mugunda here with the corner. I just realized I still haven't made a real corner tactic, and we almost scored that anyway. So, and that's going to be a foul here against Shu Li Wei. I didn't really see what happened. And so he was called here. Was this for a push or something? I didn't see anything there. And this is going to be a penalty for us. Xie Penglong ends up taking it, and it is saved. And then he goes back and grabs it himself and scores. So Xie Penglong now has his first goal of the season. It's 2-0 for Mars FC. So this is a pretty poor penalty from him. Good save by Jiang Zhishen. Xie Penglong then goes over, gets the ball, and shoots in the goal. Pretty simple. 2-0 for Mars FC, and this isn't bad, is it? And let's see if we can keep this momentum going. So we've scored twice now here, and here's Mugunda with a free kick, and he knocks this one over and almost knocks it in past Jiang Zhishen. And Jiang Zhishen has got to be from mainland China. Feng Xiaochi now with this shot, and that is in past Katata. And I mean, if they're going to get a free kick from that range, they're going to score. That makes it 2-1. And so, I mean, we did the best that we could with that wall, but I mean, how are you going to stop that? That was really, really good. Went right in off of that top corner, and Katata just not tall enough. Shoot your way over to Mugunda now. Back to Xie Penglong. Xie Penglong, who had that goal. And so we've had a number of goals here from unexpected guys. Chen Shushun now with it. And he's going to bring that over on the side, and it's passed out over to Menugong. Menugong with it, plays with it over to Sam behind him. Sam back to Menugong. Menugong brings this up, and it's Fenelus, I think, or was it Lingwanda? I couldn't tell which one it was who got that head on it. Whichever one it was, the header went over the bar, and so it ended up being out for a goal kick. But still not too bad from us. It was actually Lingwanda. Lingwanda stole that from Fenelus. And so Lingwanda needs to figure out where he fits in on this team because he keeps getting in the way of his striker. That's not the first time that we've seen that happen. We've only played 1.5 games here with this team. So far, so good, though, and it looks like we're calmly moving forward onto halftime. Here's Magunda now with a free kick, and he's looking for Fenelus. Can't find him. Lee Mao runs over and grabs the ball. Lima over to Menugong, back to Magunda again. Magunda will slow it down like you should. Chen Wei ran now over to Shucher Wei, over to Chen Shushun, and he's looking for Fenelus and just can't quite find him. Shucher Wei that wins this over to Chen Shushun. And he gets in a really, really good crossing position. That's Fenelus. Fenelus with the header that I thought was going in, and unfortunately that one's just a little bit far off to the side. So this was a very, very good play by Chen Shushun to get into that crossing position. I think there was Liu Jiaming who actually got the header that knocked that ball out, but they're going to say that it was Fenelus who knocked that one out. So a little bit difficult to tell here. Menugong throws over to Fenelus. Fenelus tries to bring it down and is unable to. And he's getting old. This is the reason why we haven't renewed his contract despite his 2 goals in the last match, because he doesn't look like he's going to last much longer. He looks like he's ready to retire. And this looks pretty bad. Cheng Wei Cheng has tied this game. And that was a pretty poor job by our defense that was kind of standing around in no man's land, not doing much of anything at all. So, Tainan is not a particularly good side. We shouldn't be giving up goals like this. Yeah, Cheng Wei Cheng is a little bit close to offside there is the one question, but really we should be doing a better job at getting back and actually marking guys. And so it's a 2-2 draw at the moment, and we're going to need to score a goal. 2 goals for us, though, so far from unexpected players, but we're having some sort of poor performances. Where are you? You are not doing very well, and Chen Wei Ren, you are not doing very well. You need to go out there and make a difference, so go make a difference. And I don't know what's up with him, so he needs to get it together. Fenelus really needs to get a better performance. As I said, we're probably only going to have Fenelus for this season. If we're able to get out of the relegation zone, we're not going to renew his contract. Unless, he would have to play extraordinarily well for me to consider it. The way that he's been playing now, even with those 2 goals in the last match, I'm just not going to do it. The guy's 33, and he looks like he's seen his best days already. And we may get to the end of the season and not even start him. Goal kick here for Tainan, and it's the kick is won by us. Lima over to Lingwanda. And Lingwanda just can't quite get a hold of that ball, but he's got it again here over to Chen Shushun. Chen Shushun back to Xie Penglong, who knocks it forward again for Lingwanda. And I'm not sure what he's trying to do. He looks like he doesn't really know how to fit into this team. Menugong wins this in midfield over to Sucher, over to Sam over to Xie Penglong, over to Chen Shushun again. And we're going to try it again from that left side. Pass back to Magunda over to Li Mao, and that's what we really want to do. We want to bring it in up the middle, not up the side. And here's Magunda with the free kick, and he's looking for Samb, and that was Mark Fenelus who knocked that one in barely. He kind of tapped that in with his toe, I suppose. And there's a lot of questions of a foul or questions of offside, questions of a lot of different things going on. Yeah, there he is. Fenelus knocked it off of the rear end of the defender in front of him and into the goal, 3-2 from Mars FC. That's an unusual goal. It's not one you see every day. And we have unfortunately not been able to prevent them from scoring right away. Ismail Traore ends up scoring right away, and really right away. It's now 3-3, and that was not a very good defensive effort by us. This is a great goal from a long way out, but we need to do a little bit better at actually clearing the ball. And we have some players who are not playing very well on defense here. And I hate to say it, but Katata has not impressed me very much at all. We're going to keep him in, though. Shucher Wei's having a bad match. So we're going to find somebody else to put out there. We'll put Chen Yuchang out there, and Li Mao not having a great match. Actually, Lingwanda is also not really impressing me that much. I'm going to put in Shu Chihong, and see if he can do a little bit more for us. 3-3, and we need a win. Here's Magunda with the free kick, and he knocks this one up and forward, and almost scores a goal straight off of that. That did deserve to be a goal, but they have a somewhat taller keeper than we do. Magunda now is going to take the corner, and he has it over to Samb, and Musa Samb ends up getting his first goal. So that's a really, really good near post corner for us. Makes it 4-3 for Mars FC, and we just have to hope that we can hold on. Samb gets that one in despite having 2 men on him, and that was a lot of power there on that head. And boy, we really, really like it when we have guys who are playing like that. Katata now over to Chenwei Ren, down to Menugong. Menugong holds it up as he should, and then he just gives it away straight away to the defending player. That was very, very poor from Menugong. And fortunately, we're able to just about win it, but then Liang Chenwei is able to win it back, and then he kicks one up that goes off of our defender for a corner. Fortunately, there's not a lot of fans here to see this that really poor exchange of possession, and that was really, really ugly. Let's see if we can get this ball back off of them. And, well, not much happening so far, and that's going to be the end of that highlight. So a little bit unusual to see Tainan not really pushing forward when you consider they're down by 1. Fenelus knocks this one over to Chen Shun, who scored. He deserves that. 7th goal of the season, but his first ever for our team, and that makes it 5-3 now. We're starting to get a little bit more of the feeling for playing with one another. We're starting to figure out, where our teammates are and what we need to be doing. And Chen Shun is a good player. I'm happy to have him. He has played very, very well today, and he really deserves that goal, I'll tell you that. And hopefully he can score more from that left side. We're going to keep starting him. Chen Shun goes back and grabs it and knocks this one forward, and he's looking for Xu Chihong and can't quite find him. And the problem is that we have then given up possession. And it's Lin Jianxun who knocks that one up and over everybody's head. We got 15 minutes left in this match. Let's see if we can hold on. Let's see if we can hold on a little bit more. Katata's match is turning a little bit better as he hasn't allowed a number 4 to go in. And he give up 3 goals. It's okay. Magunda over to Fenelus. Fenelus over to Chen Shun. Chen Shun passes over to Xie Penglong. Xie Penglong over to Chenwei Ren, and Chenwei Ren over looking for Fenelus, and this ends up with Magunda, who's fouled from behind. It's going to be a red card. That is a red card for Chen Chaoan, and that gives us the advantage. That will probably see us out to the end, but we'll see what happens. They're going to come at us here now. Menugong tries to win the ball in the tackle, ends up losing it, but it's Sam over here, and he clears it only as far as the attacking player. That was, I was going to say that was knocked out for a corner, but apparently it wasn't. They're saying that's going to be a goal kick, so we will go with whatever it is that the referee says. We won't ask a lot of questions. 5-3 now is the score. They lump this forward over to Samb, who is in defense, passes to Chenwei Ren, over to Xie Penglong. Xie Penglong now brings it up, looking for Fenelus, and finds him there behind the defense. Yeah, if you let him behind the defense, he'll score. Number 6 of the season, 4 for our team, and that makes it 6-3. Fenelus can do it, but as I said, he's a little bit older. We need something a little bit younger for a more permanent striker solution. But yeah, if he can get it in behind the defense like that, then he'll just do this all day long and scores the goal. 6-3 now for Mars FC. And this 6 goals, I wonder if any other team has scored 6 goals in a single match this season. Our defense is still a little bit suspect, but we can score goals. Chenwei Ren over to Lingguanda. That's too far forward for him. He's not going to be able to get it, and then he does. And unfortunately, his cross is not very good. It's Shui Penglong. We look like we're really in control. Over to Magunda to Xu Chihong. Xu Chihong back to Samb over Lingguanda, and he heads one forward. That was a cross, and that's going to be the end of the match. We've won this one 6-3. 2.77 the XG, 61% of possession, and we've won a lot of tackles, won a lot of headers, 61% of the headers we won. And this is a pretty good match from us, despite giving up some silly goals on defense. We're going to do better, and this is definitely a lot better than how we were playing before I came along. I'll talk with you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.